Hello guys, this is Space Arbis Gaming here, and I do want to read this one thing here. Sure, but you know EA's been doing this a long time and people haven't learned. Why bother? Now, as you can see, I've already responded to that about 5 hours ago, but you know what? I was watching a Battlefront 2 game video, and I was sitting there and I was listening to this guy, and I just have to say this, because it has to be said. I bother because I care. Because we should all care. You know? I'm going to give you 2 examples. Okay? A long time ago, over 100 years ago, in this country we had an institution that put certain groups of people down as objects, as tools. They weren't seen as equals. They weren't even seen as people. Alright? And that's the thing here. We have to understand this. Is that these people lived their entire lives as objects, viewed as literally nothing more than farm tools. Farming tools. No more than a fucking shovel or a pickaxe or a rake. These people were seen as objects. Alright? And people bothered. People said, no, you know what? This is bullshit. We're not going to stand for it no more. We're not going to allow this idiocy to continue. And so people bothered. And people bothered a lot. And we demanded change. We demanded that things get better. And in time they did. They wouldn't have if we didn't care to do something about it. But because we bothered and we did something about it, it got better. It got changed. A couple of decades after that, there's a woman on a bus. She's probably tired. You know, she's probably been on her feet for the whole damn day. She wants to simply get home. That's all she wants. She just wants to get home and sit the fuck down and go to bed. Alright? That's all she wants. She doesn't want to bother nobody. She just wants to go home or go downtown and do her grocery shopping and not bother nobody. But the bus driver is telling her she has to go sit in the back of the bus because that's where she belongs. That's where her kind belong. And she's like, no, I'm not going to get up. I'm not going to move to the back of the bus. This is my seat, and this is where I'm going to be. So you can drive me to my damn destination, or you can throw me out. And that's what they did. They threw her out. But because she said, no, I'm not going to move. This is public transport. I'm a part of the public. And your job is to transport me to my destinations. So there was a boycott. And yeah, it inconvenienced a hell of a lot of people, I'm sure. It would have been easy to just sit on the back of the bus. You would have gotten to your destination, but that was beside the point. That was beside the fucking point. So people bothered. People did something about it. People demanded that shit get better, and in time, it did. Because people bothered, we elected the first African American president in 2009. Alright? We did that. And then we did it again 4 years later. We made history twice. We elected the first African American president, and then we just said, go on, keep going. We'll give you another couple years. And then after that, guess what? We almost had a female president. That wouldn't have happened if people didn't bother. So don't tell me that I shouldn't bother and that we shouldn't bother fighting this. Because it may not matter to you. It may not matter to your future children. It may not matter to your parents, your grandparents. It may not even bother to your brothers or sisters, aunts and uncles. But you know what? It does matter to us. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry. There's a lot of fucking investment in this. On both sides. And I understand that cost of making games is going up. I understand that. I do. But you don't need to fucking nickel and dime us out of a well-earned money. Okay? If you deserve money, you'll get the money. I mean, it's simple as that. If you develop a title that is worthy of my money, you'll get my money. It's not a question of if, it's a question of do you have what it takes to deserve my money. Alright? There was let me see if I can find it here. Okay. Look here. Look at this. This is The Witcher 3. Now I've seen gameplay of this. Okay. This is a nice looking game. A nice fucking game. Okay. I can see myself just booting this fucking thing up and just looking at the scenery. Not doing anything. Just find a nice hill somewhere and just fucking pan the camera. That's all. You know, just an entire session of just going to random fucking places and just going pan around the fucking camera. Not doing quests, not slaying monsters. Just going in, find a place, and fucking move the camera. Ever so slowly, just pan the camera all around. I would buy this game. This game right here, the fucking Witcher game. I would buy this game just for that. Why? Because it deserves it. It's good enough that I would spend $60 just for that. It deserves that much money for that. Just for that. Then of course you have the actual gameplay, the actual story, the character development, all the DLC, all the expansions, all that. I would pay $60 just to go into the game, go to a place, and just move the camera. Okay? Be honest with you, with everything else, all the expansions, all the DLCs, the campaign, the character development, all that shit, you could easily demand $100, and people would pay $100. People would pay $100 fucking dollars for it. And they wouldn't complain about it because, hey, why are you complaining? You're getting your money's worth. $100? I mean, even if all the DLC and the expansion shit was something you actually had to pay for, people wouldn't be bitching about it. People would pay $10, $15, $20, $30. They'd pay $30 for this DLC. And they do it with a smile on their damn face because it's worth it. Okay? From what I've been told, one DLC from this fucking thing might as well be a game itself. It's that packed with shit. Okay? You can buy a DLC for this game and it might as well be a side project to this game. Because that's essentially what you get. Now I understand that maybe the outrage at the EA stuff is a bit overblown. Maybe. Possibly. I'm not going to say anything about that. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. What I'm going to say is the microtransactions, the penny pinching, the sucking of me dry financially, alright? I don't have that much money, okay? I would love to have the money to go out and buy whatever fucking game I want and be able to play it. But I don't have the money for that, okay? I have to hope for services like PlayStation Plus and anything on Steam that might be free. Because I ain't got the money to fucking play, you know, the likes of The Witcher 3 whenever the hell I want. I don't have the money for it. Okay? I don't have a problem with, you know, cosmetic stuff. I have no problem with cosmetic stuff, emblems, weapons, skins, costumes. I don't have a problem with that. You wanna pay for a dress or a suit of armor or a flame emblem or a fire skin on your M16, whatever. You go do that. I ain't gonna stop you, right? But when it affects gameplay, when player 1 has an unfair advantage compared to player 2, then we have a problem, okay? Then we have a fucking problem. Because player 1 is spending money and getting better weapons, leveling up faster than player 2, who's actually playing the fucking game. And when that happens, I have a problem with it. Okay? Now you can make all the arguments that you want about where it's their money, they can do whatever they want. That's not the issue here. The issue is fairness. Okay? It's about equality. Okay? We should all be on a level playing field. You paying money should not give you so much of an advantage that I am screwed. Okay? Now, from what I've been told, it's about 188 days. 188 solid, non-stop days of playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 to unlock everything. Okay? That's like half a year. Now, I'm not going to do the math and figure out exactly how long that is, but that sounds to be about half the year of just playing non-stop without any breaks. No peeing, no pooping, no sleeping, no eating, no nothing. Solid, non-stop, 188 days of game. You tell me that's reasonable? You must be out of your goddamn mind.